Y'all want to know something? As a woman with no kids, one of the biggest realizations I ever came to was understanding that child-free women are miserable as well. Child-free women are miserable as well. And to be honest, I think they are more miserable. And I already know I'm finna get a lot of pushback for this video, but I really do not give a fuck. I got on this app last night and asked why women weren't having kids, or if you were a woman, why weren't you having kids? I already know I went viral a couple of weeks back, talking about my experience working in a fertility clinic and stuff like that. I was exposing what y'all husbands was doing inside a fertility clinic. And then I had to stop making posts like that because motherfuckers threatened to take my license and all the other stuff. And you know, you already know how that go. You can't really be a girl's girl. You can't help women because they gonna throw you up under the bus too. So it's like I asked y'all like, why weren't y'all having kids and stuff like that? And I just asked a genuine question. I was just like, hey, this is a safe space. Come out and tell me why aren't y'all having kids? The way some of y'all are in these comments spewing out y'all fucking misery and spewing out y'all like resentfulness is very fucking scary. Now, mind you, moms are supposed to be the ones that's miserable. Moms are supposed to be the ones that's fucking resentful. Moms are supposed to be the ones that have the horrible life. They sacrifice their body to have kids. And they just miserable because they got to work around the clock 24/7 and chase after a human. But I can get a better conversation out of moms than I can with y'all women with no kid.
Now, I think the biggest reason you're able to get some conversations out of moms, even though, you know, the reason you can't get a conversation out of the younger ones or the ones without children, because I really think you're talking about the younger ones, is because the moms are the ones who raise the young girls you can't even talk to. You can't even have a conversation with. The moms are the ones who raise the girls that, hey, shout out to your boy Trey, that we see on his videos where these young girls are just wild. They're off the chain, right? They are off the chains. A lot of them are just a bunch of future single mothers. I mean, a bunch of women, man, who are going to be boss babe, independent, you know, who don't need no man. I'm telling you, bro, like when you look, and I'm talking about the ones that we were able to see. I'm talking about the ones that you're able to see, you know, and there are a few of them, man, that can actually hold a conversation. But I will say, for the most part, most of them, you know, have issues with men and just have issues with being able to understand the role in society, right? But I mean, hey, once again, the world is theirs.
And it's very weird because y'all supposed to be the happier ones. Because I agree with some of y'all. Y'all can get up and do what the hell y'all want to do. Y'all can get up and, you know, save money. Y'all don't have nobody tugging and pulling on you and stuff like that. So how come y'all so motherfucking miserable? It just literally don't make no sense. And it's starting to fucking scare me. It's almost like a bitter club. Like, I don't even want to call it a bitter mom club. I just want to call it like a bitter club because y'all not moms. Some of y'all are in these comments just spewing out misery and just being bitter as fuck. Like, it's just so fucking weird. Now, mind you, moms are supposed to be the ones that's bitter. But y'all child-free women with no kids, y'all be bitter as fuck too, and it's weird. Half of y'all still dealing with daddy issues. Half of y'all still dealing with mommy issues. You still dealing with your fucking childhood trauma. So here you are in these comments just being green as fuck to everybody in the motherfucking comments. I don't mind you trauma dumping because that's what I asked for. That's what I asked for. If you having childhood trauma is part of the reason why you not have kids, okay, then say that. But to go as far as to come up on other people comments and just spew out misery and just link up and spew out misery towards other women is so motherfucking weird. It's weird, and y'all supposed to be happier.
But of course, the mothers, I mean, they're seeing their fault and they're saying that, hey, well, listen, you know, I messed up, right? I messed up, you know, so I can obviously tell you what I wish I could have done when I was their age. But of course, they're not going to listen to you, as this chick here is saying, right? Because, hey, listen, you know, when I want to be a girl's girl and help out other women, they don't really care for that, right? They don't really care for that, right? The second you hold other women accountable, the second you want to go ahead and, you know, start to say, hey, well, sis, this is how you should want to live your life, right? Maybe the things that the men are saying, maybe it is, right? They then want to go ahead and castigate you and push you outside of the group, right? And it's sad, right? It's sad. But I mean, here, once again, you know, they push you outside of the group and come over here to the men and, you know, we're going to treat you right, right? We're going to treat you right because we just base our life off of logic. We based our life off of feelings that are moral. I know some people are going to be like, bro, what are you talking about? But once again, man, we use discernment. That's what I mean. We use discernment, period. right? But the biggest thing is you're going to start seeing a lot of these girls, man, who are young. Once they hit their mid 20s, early 30s, late 30s, they're going to be taking antidepressants. A lot of those girls that Trey interview, they're going to be taking antidepressants. That is just a fact, because you're starting to see the rise of a lot of women taking antidepressants. Why? And this is what she is saying. This is pretty much her whole point. How is it that y'all are saying that, hey, well, listen, children and having a family isn't a way to happiness, right? Me being a career-driven woman and me having my goals, that's what's really that's what really makes me happy. Okay, then that's fine. But yet we're still seeing the rise of antidepressants. I would say most of your mothers are happy that they have families, right? Even though you're still seeing a bunch of women still divorcing, they're still divorcing and, you know, destroying the whole family. But I mean, once again, look at, I mean, it's more nuanced. Look at what these women are pushing on TikTok. Look at how these women are feeling. Look at the reasons why these women are divorcing their men, destroying their families, right? Because of happiness.
I love my husband. I love my kids. And I moved to a whole new city, a whole new state rather. Just me, no one else. And I didn't move because I didn't love them, but I finally decided to love myself too. And so for years, like, I put myself on the back burner, you know, just being a mom, being a wife, which is great, you know, that's awesome. But, you know, all this time, like, I was wearing a smile, but deep down, like, I wasn't really happy inside, you know? And so one day I realized that I couldn't keep living a life that made everyone else comfortable while I was crumbling inside.
Guys, this right here is wild. I just made two videos about women prioritizing their happiness over their family, and other women encourage it.
And it's all a mindset, and it's all what they are picking up, and it's all because of how they feel. Oh, I shouldn't be a second fiddle. I shouldn't have to be behind no man. I shouldn't have to take no leadership of no man. Like, come on, bro. It should never go that way. And plus, with the decline in birth rate, once again, I could just only assume it's a lot of your women who are single women who have 0 kids, who are career driven, who are taking antidepressants. I mean, once again, I'm around a lot of women who definitely look like they take antidepressants. Now, have I gone as far as to ask them, do y'all take antidepressants? No, right? No, but I can definitely see a lot of girls in my generation who would be taking that, right? And it's just a sad case, right? It's just a sad case that we're seeing a lot of women taking antidepressants, because, as stated before, we thought getting a career was going to be the best thing for you. But the fact that these women are even then saying that, hey, well, we have earning potential because we're the most educated, because most women go to college and this, that, and the third, but yeah, you're still taking antidepressants, having no family, having no children, and still falling short. I mean, just look at these videos of these women, I mean, pretty much encouraging this, right? And the second video is just wow, but just look.
This is what it's like to be on antidepressants. I've been on my antidepressant for almost 6 months now. I remember when I first started my antidepressant, I thought I was fucking manic, bro. I was diagnosed with severe depression. So I went from being severely depressed to happy in almost fucking 2 weeks. It takes 2 weeks for the medication to start working. I remember when I first started working, I would be mid-conversation and I would stop when I'm talking to somebody and have a fucking dance attack. I just start dancing out of fucking nowhere. And I told my therapist this. I'm like, man, something's going on with me. I think I might be bipolar, because I was being super depressed and now I am super happy. And she was like, no, Sophia, you're not bipolar. This is medication working. This is your serotonin in your brain. Finally, so like, you had no serotonin in your brain. You were feeling depressed. Now you have serotonin in your brain. This is what it feels like to be fucking normal. Are you fucking kidding me? This is what everybody else fucking feels like? Like, they have gratitude when they wake up in the morning. I'm overly happy over the small little things in life. I am so joyful over the small little things in life. Like, that's what it feels like to be fucking normal. I was depressed for almost 3 years. You know how depressing that is? To have no ambition, compared to having ambition and being overly motivated, being overly happy. People are always like against medication, but bro, I was against it, and I didn't try it for almost 3 years, and I tried it for the first time in the hospital, and I wish I would have tried it sooner. Kid you not, saved my motherfucking life.
Yo, that second sister is yo. She over here acting like she a dang alien. She over here acting like she an alien. She done took some pills on, on the first time human. What it means to truly be a human. As if this is something that really you just didn't conjure up in your head. As if this is just not something. No, once again, I don't know her childhood. I don't know her childhood. She probably had a wild childhood. Just by looking at her, it seems like it to me. Right? I mean, let's just be honest here, man. Ma'am, you've been living a normal life just like everybody else, and you need help. Now, of course, she getting a therapist. She's talking to a therapist. She has somebody that she's talking to. I think not her therapist, but her doctor, whatever. A man who sees that, they're going to stay far away from that. They're going to stay far away from that. Let's just be real. And I promise you, this chick right here who's talking about, oh, well, this is what it means to be a normal person. I'm pretty sure that a woman that we just reacted to, I'm pretty sure this is that chick she is talking about. She can't have a conversation with these girls. She will not be able to have a conversation with this chick, bro. So, I mean, y'all guys let me know down below. What do y'all guys think? Do me a huge favor, man. Let me like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one.